I'm going to take the Mastery Mission. That's like part 3 for the Common Core Regents. And I'm going to show you how I would do this if I had to take the Regents. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the task. And I don't feel like reading this, so I'm going to read this. Identify a central theme in the text. Analyze the author's use of one writing strategy. Literary element, blah, 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 develops the central idea. And I know that that's the theme. Examples include characterization. Oh, I definitely talked about conflict, metaphor, simile, blah, blah. Okay. I have to use evidence. Supports, I probably have to, like, explain. Okay. Organize my idea. Alright. Now I'm going to look at the writing, and I know the first thing I have to do is I have to find a theme. That seems like the biggest thing. So let me read and try and find the problems. Problems always lead us to theme. Dave Jensen and Lee Skunk didn't become instant buddies, but they did learn how to trust each other. Over the next month, they often teamed up in ambushes. They covered each other on patrol, shared a foxhole, took turns prowling guard at night. In late August, they made a pact that if one of them should ever get totally fucked up, a wheelchair wound, the other guy would automatically find a way to end it. As far as I could tell, they were serious. They drew up on paper, signing their names and asking a couple guy to act as witness. And then in October, Lee Strunk stepped on a rigged mortar round, and it took off his leg. Right at the knee. He managed a funny little half step and a hop, and he tilted sideways and dropped. Oh, damn, he said. For a while, he kept on saying, damn, damn. Then he panicked. He tried to get up and run, but there was nothing left to run on. He fell hard. The stump of blood was twitching, so that bone, bewildered, he reached down as if to massage his leg and then passed out. Blah, blah, blah. There was nothing much anybody could do except wait for the dust off. After we've seen LZ. On the other side, the sun. Jesus, man, don't kill me. Relax, Jensen said. Lee Strunk seemed groggy and confused. He lay for a second, then he motioned towards his leg. Really, it's not bad, not terrible. Hey, really, they can sew it back on, really. Right, I'll bet they can. You think so? I sure do. Strunk frowned at me and passed out again, and he said, don't kill me. I won't, Jensen said. I'm serious, sure. But you gotta promise. Swear to me. Swear you won't kill me. Jensen nodded and said, I swear. And then a little later, he carried Strunk to the dust-off chopper, reached out and touched the good leg. Later, we heard that Strunk died. Relieved Jensen of incredible weight. Okay, so I have too many of these. I need like 2. But first, I'm just like getting a whole bunch of ideas in my head about like possible themes. The title of the story is 1, so like friendship. Also, they keep on talking about like promises, war, and death. So I think I'm gonna focus on the idea of like I'm gonna focus on this one. So I'm gonna be my first one. And then I think I'm gonna pick this one as my second problem. So now I have to figure out like what literary technique is going on here. So in late August they made a pact. So this is dialogue, but this one doesn't have dialogue, and I have to pick a literary technique that they share. So I'm gonna choose conflict because they're both conflicts. And now I have to write a theme statement that matches these two. So one is about the promise to kill each other, and then the other one is about the promise to not kill him. So I'm gonna write, sometimes in war, friends have to break promises to keep hope alive. Okay, that's my theme. So now I have to write. So step number 1, I have to do an objective summary. This story is about 2 friends at war and the challenges they face. Maybe instead of challenges, I'd say promises they make. Yeah, I want to keep the word promises in there. Okay, so I did number 1. And then I have to write my theme. I have to write the theme, but I also have to talk about the strategy. So I'm going to go ahead and write my topic sentence. So my topic sentence is going to be, as always, the author uses conflict to develop a theme that sometimes in war, friends have to break promises to keep hope alive. Should I keep going? Is it too long?
It's 7 minutes.
Want to pause?
yes. Pause.